Hello there guys, and welcome back to Sean Eats. I hope you're all doing well. So as you can see from the title, today's video is all about why I am so big. So let's get started. So growing up really, I would say, looking back on old pictures of me, I always was sort of erred on the chubby side, a bit porky I would call it. But I wasn't really overly big sort of to the size I am now really. Yes, I may have got teased at school and sort of that knocked my confidence and whatnot, but sort of how it's developed now into me being 25 stone 10 is mainly sort of due to a few reasons really. I would say it's probably sort of coincided with my mental health and sort of anxiety and depression. I would say since I've been diagnosed with that, if you like, I've sort of been, well, naturally I've got bigger and put more weight on, which I suppose adds to the fire to the fuel, as it were, with the anxiety and sort of the depression, because the two go hand in hand in my opinion. But really, I was always probably sort of later years at school, and then I done sort of 3-4 years at college, and I would say then I was probably maybe 20 stone, 21 stone, and then sort of the last 4 years I would say, that's when I really got sort of to the size I am now. And many of you probably rightly so thinking you just eat and whatnot, but my problem was mainly due to drinking excess amounts of beer. You've probably all heard of the saying beer belly, but that sort of exemplified with me. And I would say I was drinking quite a lot really, probably about 50 bottles of 300ml beer the weekend, just sort of standard size. Probably had 50 of them over sort of a Saturday and Sunday. Just generally, it started off basically just watching sports. I thought I'd have a few beers for that, and then it just sort of developed more. And then sort of summertime last year, I was just it's like a Wednesday, and I was just sort of like drinking about, a pack of beer, 12 in the pack, and it was like a Wednesday afternoon, and I sort of thought to myself, is this what you've become now? Sort of drinking 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday at home watching telly. Is that really what you want your life to be? So in essence, that's why I've sort of started this channel as well, to sort of get myself back on track. Not only mentally, but mainly physically as well. As you can see, I've sort of let myself go. But as I say, I wasn't always this big. Really, it's my own fault. I'm not saying it's not. But now, as you know, I'm trying to do something about it. I've nearly lost a stone so far this year, which it's not a lot, but it's a start. And I'm just trying to see stuff more in a positive way, and sort of be able to share this journey with you guys really. That's why I started this YouTube channel, is to mainly document it, not just for myself, but as I've said in other videos, for you guys. I doubt you're such in the position as what I found myself in, but maybe, just maybe, someone else sort of struggling, and just direct them over here to watch this, and then maybe they can sort themselves out. I'm not sort of going to preach to anyone. No, that's not what I'm about at all. It's just sharing my story really, and just sort of getting my name out there, getting my story out there, and then maybe, hopefully, I can sort of make this YouTube into a big thing. So as I say, that's sort of the position I find myself in now, and I'm just sort of slowly but surely trying to sort of rebuild really. My end goals is sort of to get into the media, whether that's sort of editing or producing, or sort of being presented on camera. Sort of that's probably my main goal. If that happens or if that not happens, who knows, but that's what I want to do. And I know it's not going to be easy. I know there's going to be plenty of obstacles along the way, and for me, I'm fully prepared for that, because I think what I've sort of gone through in my 24 years so far, sort of with deaths in the family, mental health, things like that, it's sort of moulded me into the person where I know what I want to do, and I'm particularly driven, and I'm motivated, and for once in my life I'm in a position where I have to do it, really, because if I carried on the way I was, there's no doubt about it, I'll probably be dead in the next 18 months, 2 years or so. But now I've sort of got the bit between my teeth, and I'm just, well, let's hope that I continue on this mental phase as well, so I can be more positive and more determined to sort of turn my life around and get myself into a position where people my age are, where I've sort of been left behind, really. That's the main thing. And no one's going to do it for me, no one's going to mollycoddle me to doing it. It's just something I've got to do myself, and something I'm prepared to do, because at the end of the day I don't want to be like this the rest of my life, and I don't want people worrying about me constantly the whole time either. I just got to sort of get myself sorted, get this done, and then hopefully I'll have a good, healthy, successful rest of my life to look forward to in a job that I've always wanted to do. That's the other thing I wanted to say. Make sure you have goals, don't matter how big or small they are, but just make sure you do something every day that you can be proud of, that's an accomplishment for you, really. And I know that may sound a bit strange, but for me that's sort of how I started, and now here I am today, just sort of implementing them, really. And now hopefully this is the start, as I said, of me losing the weight, getting my mind back on track, and then ultimately getting back into work. And then who knows where we'll go with YouTube. I would love to go travelling. In the past I spoke about it, but I had a trip booked, I may have spoke about this before, on Trek America, where it was a 21-day trip from East Coast to West Coast. This was about 3 years ago now, and I paid for it all myself, all lined up, and then sort of probably about 3 weeks out, it was sort of the realisation that because of how bad my anxiety and mental health was, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I was gutted, because I've been on holidays to Spain and what since, but for me, the one thing I love doing, and I'm not particularly good at sport, but I always give them a go. I like playing cricket and football, but the one thing that's my passion and something that I get a buzz out doing is going travelling. So that's what I'm hoping to do in the next sort of 6 to 18 months. That's sort of my end goal, would be to go travelling, albeit a travel blogger or making videos of my travels. That's sort of my end goal on YouTube, I suppose. If that happens or not, who knows, but we've all got to have a goal and have something to work for, and that's what I'm striving to do. So thanks for watching this video. Sorry if it's a bit jumbled and if it's not very clear, but I hope it's made sense, and I hope if it helps someone, that's great, and if it doesn't, well, the video's always here for you to look back on. Sorry it was a bit morbid and not very cheery today, but this was an important video for me to make. So as I said, I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I shall put my social media accounts down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll have some more videos for you next week.